My name is Otis Mensah, and I'm an experimental hip-hop artist and poet from the north of England. We're here in Sheffield right now, but we're going to be joining you in the virtual realm. I'll be performing some new music. And everything that I'm going to be performing is a rendition of a series of songs that I like to call Otis Mensah Exists. But we're going to take a sort of cypher-esque vibe and see if the songs can take a new form, a new shape. This first one is also known as 40 Years. Shout out to my brother the Intern and 7/8 for allowing me the artistic freedom to rap over this one today. They produced this one and the one to follow. Okay. If you knew the state my head was in, back bending from peddling rap rhetoric, asked myself from the credits then letters of crass. Critters are off myself with a lethargy, freedom's a dud, prodigy reenacting the colony. Bear the brunt in the belly of mass hegemony, drowning in stomach acids. Scoop me off in the past, pace me where it is sensible. Touch me with my intentions, just don't tell me about my tendencies. Measly dreams are enemies. A world so bullish, and since a teen I've been porcelain. Torturing is the fraction product. Brandon brought me the modest, stamp on the honest. Dance with a monster like Tonkus in the toilet bowl. Who goes? The wheat and chaff is among us. The meat shall carry the promise. Colossal potential in a petri dish, but the needle stuck on the donic. I'm sweeter than Lenny Kravitz, basking a bath of comets, head nod out of yoke and bondage, or sit in the chalice and run one with a torrent. A search for solace on fire like Stetson Sonic. I got 4th degree burns, running in circles, sloven and smitten by gross addiction. I tell them I'm dope sick, and they think I'm chatting ebonics. Applaud as I keel over, search my body for murals, dig my pocket for sonnets. They trapping counterfeit truth, I hide the message in the phonics. Market divine providence, fight the death of an artist, but they bite me like Adonis if I'm here or not regardless. Yeah. Yo, I said they bite me like Adonis if I'm here or not regardless. Catharsis. Yo, I said they bite me not, wandering for 40 years, 40 times around the sun. If this is life, I'm living mine. Spare me if I fall away, the tears I've cried, the soul pillars of stone that scare my courage shy. Test me here for 40 days, 40 nights, find me in a poorly way, my rolling eyes. Though I feel those 40 years are out of sight, it'll take another 40 years to change our minds. Wandering for 40 years, 40 times around the sun. If this is life, I'm living mine. Spare me if I fall away, the tears I've cried, the salt pillars of stone to scare my courage shy. Test me here for 40 days, 40 nights, find me in a poorly way, my rolling eyes. Though I see those 40 years are out of sight, it'll take another 40 years to change our minds. Find me in the dark abyss, marching with barbed wire and fiberglass string, wearing the theory around my crown like Martin King. No, you can't touch my hair no more, I can't bear no more. The manger spins, spirit heavy and wearing thick. Renaissance man strung by the neck, David Lynch, personality split like a twin at my peaks. I'm paid to sing such salient hymns, but my sins make me flinch and sin some more. Caught red-handed, crimson raw, I could slay myself to pay the rent and face the depths, or stay in bliss and lay in bed. That's just the way it is. Wandering for 40 years, 40 times around the sun. If this is life, I'm living mine. Test me if I fall away, the tears I've cried, the salt pillars of stone to scare my courage shy. Wandering for 40 days, 40 nights, find me in a poorly way, my rolling eyes. Though I see those 40 years are out of sight, it'll take another 40 years to change our minds. I'm wandering for 40 years, 40 times around the sun. If this is life, I'm living mine. Spare me if I fall away, the tears I've cried, the salt pillars of stone that scare my courage shy. Test me if I fall away, the tears I've cried. Test me if I fall away, the tears I've cried. Spare me if I fall away, the tears I've cried. Spare me if I fall away, my tears I've cried, my tears. My tears I've cried, my tears, yeah. My tears I've cried, my tears. I've been wandering for 40 years, 40 years. I've been wandering for 40 years, 40 years. I saw it in a dream once. I saw it in a dream. My only concern was to write it down. Write down what was being spoken to me. To become a stencil to the dream. I saw it in a dream once. This next one's called Overthinking, also known as the Thinks. It's about giving way to nuance. Hair in the comb, bare in the bone, don't fit the mold I'm in. Droopy and low, I'm hanging fruit at the symposium. Pick me till I bleed, I'm the priest that carry your speech in the hole that they throw your roses in. Jacobian, a game I'm lonely in. Play right, but I wrote you out of it. I'm out of it and over it. The circle that you clone me with and cycles that I row against. With oars for arms, crying wolf like doves and false alarms. Crocodile tea of charms, the fee is still at large. But I became the iron that you scold me with and smile when you sold me in. To try and spot a supernova in the soul of sin. Hold a cliffhanger like bouldering when it don't stick like soldering. Salty trills of trigonometry, a higher rock shrouded with magnolia, the loneliness. Salty trills of trigonometry, a higher rocks shrouded with magnolia. Yeah, from where forever grows to where the river flows. From where you never know, somewhere you never go. Pick a fight with time, pay a bill with tropes. It's like a treasure trove, I'm never letting go. Hair in the comb, bare in the bone, yeah. Stare in the bowl, wearing some old milk. Fighting the things that climbing the Sphinx, yeah. Where will I go? My mother said the last trumpet cry. Above and bright, I never heard it staring in the sun. Benign curses, I must have missed the bus of mine. Heard all over a herd of cage birds taking flight with a bird of mine. A sight that'll burn you blind. I bend the line, beginning of everything that's undefined. In a night fight with an empty life. Conspire against me, I just fold in quarters. In the trenches became a friend of night. And it was then when I was sanctified. Carry my cross, the pain is temporary. My Armageddon won't be televised. A revolution brews behind my eyes. Before they hang me up for violent crimes. Scribe my ooze with quill and console my cries. My hope is bona fide. And they say that you live many lives. Well, I've committed self-genocide too many times. I romanticize the best of minds. Good isn't this blood sport, you need depth to rise. No Nirvana, never mind. From where forever grows to where the river flows. From where you never know to where you never go. Pick a fight with time, pay a bill with troves. It's like a treasure trove, I'm never letting go. Hair in the comb, bare in the bone, yeah. Stare in the bowl, wearing some old milk. Fighting the things that climbing the Sphinx, yeah. Where will I go, where will we go? From where forever grows to where the river flows. From where you never know, somewhere you never go. Pick a fight with time, pay a bill with troves. It's like a treasure trove, I'm never letting go. Hair in the comb, bare in the bone, yeah. Stare in the bowl, wearing some old milk. Fighting the things that climbing the Sphinx, yeah. Where will I go, where will we go? Where will I go? Where will we go? We were wondering. Where will I go? Where will we go? We were wondering. Where will I go? Where will we go? We were wondering. Where will I go? Where will we go? Where will I go? Where will we go? Yeah. Where will I? Where will we go? Yeah. Where will I? Where will we go? Yeah. Where will I? Where will we go? And like the late great Fife said, 1 million stories. This one's for you. This one's for me. This one's for us. I woke up in an internet cafe, my parents left me. Cause I refused to leave, I stare inside the screen so deathly. I've been on a kill streak and now my peers respect me. I think this is my purpose and it's bigger than an SD. See, I don't think you'll get me. 6 weeks of summer, yes please. I'll be signed in with my besties, you see, they know not to test me. You tell me that I'm growing up, it's time to quit this game. But I can see the life's the same, I know you masquerade your shame. On this quest for acceptance and with this character you play. We'll say mature adults don't believe in dimensions out of space. Well, this place is my home now, my intention is to stay. I mean, my intention is to, okay, let's play. My parents threaten me with boot camp like every single week. My mom always complaining I don't speak, but I don't feel the need. Everyone here just ignores me, vacant, no ghost in my shell. Numb and nonchalant when I'm inside this story, out of touch, torn and tortured. No, my friends are looking for me on this game map, so I've been skipping school and found my way back to this internet cafe my parents left me in. In this internet cafe my parents left me with this keypad in my fingers and this joy in my heart. Sleep ain't good enough to keep us apart. Nah, auto-save my avatar. This mouse belongs in my palm, and sleep ain't good enough to keep us apart. I'd rather die if I don't level up. I'd rather die if I don't level. Die if I don't level. Rather die if I don't level up, yeah. I'd rather die if I don't level. Die if I don't level. Rather die if I don't level up. I'd rather die if I don't level. Die if I don't level. Rather die if I don't level up. I'd rather die if I don't level. Die if I don't level. I met my girlfriend here. One day we'll meet beyond this screen. On this mattress I lie in sleep. In the back of my mind I bleed. I cover my webcam, pretend I'm with you, and catch up on my dreams. Enormity, I'm a ghost where I go and seize up when I speak. I leave this room anxiety filled. I couldn't care if it's real. My only potion and my parents in pills. The only breathing freedom I get is it good as it gets. The realization, abrasion, feel that knot in my neck. I'm trying to be anywhere, not in my head. In class with my heart in my palm. The beat echoes through the hole in my chest. Internal personal identity, apartheid. A part of me's present, but pardon me for pausing. A part of me left. It parted like the lines in my head. Someone pulled me out of the depths. Counting backwards as I drown in my breath. Crying out but my tongue stuck and my mouth so shook. Don't let those carved lines in the desk be the only thing that I left. Help me. This next song is a poem I wrote during lockdown. It's about post-record store day and post-traumatic stress. Hatched out in a nest of problems, the blessed solve them, hear the heathens cackle. They pray against me, I'm the vessel chosen, threshold broken. Snuff the strong cold, shake the bondage open. This game is broken, watch me eat until my belly bloating. Oh, you glowing, golden, Sony Rollins at the bridge and broken. But I'm crossing over, if it's Sabbath I shouldn't lift a finger. But if the feeling cold should tag the shoulder, I once made an oath to kill a showman. When intern sense to beat is symbiosis. There's no consoling, I'm a plague of locusts. I used to walk around my rows until the poem pulled the sword from stoning. I used to doze watching Dawson's Creek chewing forks and roads. Life's a foot long rigmarole to rigor mortis, credits rolling. Oh, you are very stoic, head is swollen, but your style is stolen like the land of totems. No standing ovations for invading culture. Rhymes that catching a colonizer on arrival, on a rifle. Blood and sand is soaking, call it antisocial. I won't hang for no one, you ain't nothing but good brand imposer. Selling fake woke like a tantric mogul. Going through the motions, belly flop on skies and stand on oceans. When I drop a flow, critics dissolve, revoke their focus, call it magnum opus. Flabbergasted, I craft a classic, forget my streams, I rap like I carry caskets. At your door, not passing over, I get it with volition. You just play that mass hypnosis. But what's a nail to a hammer when I stroke the canvas like Yoko Ono? Who gave you a platform? I don't condone it, hand it over. Sitting in quarantine, risking a virus like a torrent seed. Just to see some trees, honestly I risk my life for less. Like chasing fame left me dead and chewing lead. Early bird with the devil dressed, head underwater like no treble left. Sat in bed with a metal vest, I never slept, my armor never grew with me. My feet is grooming me, I shake it off. Alchemy backwards words, I made a lot and paid the cost. Find me in your junk mail, nameless with no subject matter. My dreams collapse, my body shatter. Drip like split wig, spilt milk, spoiled mammoth morning. The joy's transitory, no record store day. Stuck in a cave like an allegory. Winter came and stayed, now stay indoors, it's mandatory. Calamity killed the cancer for me. Find the glory, panic forming. Cut the long story short, it's inflammatory. Rap buzz catacomb, but the night never survives the morning. Yeah. Sitting in quarantine, risking a virus like a torrent seed to see some trees. Risking a virus like a torrent seed to see some trees. See some trees. Yeah. 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 Shout out to my brother Matthew Appleby for replaying that beautiful sample. This next one's from a world to come. Perhaps a debut album. My name is Otis Mensah. Thank you so much for tuning in. This one's called Yellow Body. Yellow body, tear up the stage like I'm Fela Kuti. Looking up to the legends and reading Rumi. You just tapping, fake trapping for trying to schooling. On the beat I'm so feral, parachuting, pinnacles are satirical, bad and brooding. Side and bougie, don't get it convoluted. What's your constitution? This ain't revolution, nah. Searching for milk and honey like rupee, but it ain't money, that's hubris. Don't be a noose to the movement. I've been perusing for truth and love. Youth is so cool and lush until it's you who's unjust. Then they start nuking us. You don't know who to trust. Like, yo, since an adolescent fighting my depression, girl, my head's a labyrinth, lost on past and present. I've been feeling distant, still I rise at 11. Out of lethargy, kicking like capoeira. Their poet society, Machiavelli, for my message to spread like the crack era. You're an art student with some bad credit, trying to dab seconds on my aesthetics. Hop on the stage, your head bang like Beretta, so treat me with levity, never. You made the system your effigy, boy, you were Babylon, slipping like Nebuchadnezzar. I'll be your king like Coretta, we made it through weather and worse. Weight on my head, I endeavor, a revel, a relish, and do not embellish. My sentence is severance from status quo, it's forever. And your toxicity killing my vibe. She don't want a Kama Sutra with a lie. Leave all those bracks in your rap on the line. Claiming you hard body but benign. What's in the dark, bring it to the light. How are you all the things that you deny? When the zeitgeist, noisy like vice, white lies. Flaunt for the gram and you false. Yellow body diaspora, it feels like winter morose. I don't belong anywhere, I do not fit in these clothes. I don't care about your O's, they need to redeem in my zone. They need to redeem in my soul. I do not know if I'll blow, but it's all comes racing when I go. Yeah, yellow body, tear up the stage, Fela Kuti, looking up to the legends and reading Rumi. You just tapping, fake trapping for trying to schooling on the beat. I'm so feral, parachuting, pinnacles are satirical, bad and brooding. Side and bougie, don't get convoluted. What's your constitution? This ain't revolution, nah. Searching for milk and honey like rupee, but it ain't money, that's hubris. Don't be a noose to the movement. I've been perusing for truth and love. Youth is so cool and lush until it's you who's unjust. Then they start nuking us. You don't know who to trust like Judas sus. You don't know who to trust like Judas sus. It's very suspect, young philosophers. It's very suspect out here, young philosophers. Don't just be giving your trust to anyone. It's very suspect. Shout out to Jackie Moonbather on this beat. My name is Otis Mensah. This one's about failures. Yeah. Second best. No goal for third place, my head will rest. No clothing on birthdays, I change and flex. Work a job with no regrets and fear death. One time for the stardom. True self in a yikes! When I burst, I give birth to clusters of thought, remorse for self-lustred, of course, and suicide is just a sucker of soul. Subside my pride, play me with apathy. Mastery of my depression in the passenger seat as he feed me directions in need of affection. Flesh, treason and treasure, tedious measures. My soul exceeding my threshold. In search for success, exceeding my pressure. Bleeding on bed sheets, these dreams cut me skin deep. Praying, please, Lord, put me in sleep. If I can't get out my like King's speech, pitch me, fella sleeping in decency. Tech disconnect and check out the scenery. Nothingness, trapeze above bottomless, head above water. Striptease my own hollowness and trophies for chocolate that's living the bottom me. The knot in the noose is monotony, nothing to do. Afflictions, addictions, and different decisions all pile on top of me, sovereign sovereignty. You trample on scar tissue. I'll be damned if I feel a thing. You've got a nonsense in the car with you. I'm writing, I'm scribing, she'll read all my sins. I turn the car over with a new leaf, and of course the race flames make us all scream. Of course the hydrocortisol to cool birds, I'm in deep, and I'm on fire like Springsteen. Everyone talks the amygdala. Optimism bias, marvel so vigorous. I get premonitions, do you leave me in my vision? Now I've got abandonment issues. Bust like my hand on a pistol, bang like my hand on a pistol, but only itself. Head on collision, headless and swimming. I fall to rebel, I rise. Yeah, I rise when I fall for you. So I fall, and I fall, I said I rise. Yeah, I rise when I fall for you, and so I fall. Thank you so much for tuning in today. If you enjoyed these songs, you can check out Otis Mensah Exists at www.youtube.com/Otis Mensah. That's OTISMENSAH. Thank you so much for tuning in. Have a blessed night. Have a blessed existence.